Hi, welcome back. So this video is going to be a haul with a difference. Back in the end of January, we went to Vienna and Bratislava, and I'd done a little bit of a haul while I was there, and I have yet to actually film anything that I bought in Bratislava. I haven't even opened any of the stuff. Pretty much because I wanted to make this haul before I started using any of the products, and I've just been so busy doing other things I've not got around to it. So this is going to be a haul from Bratislava. Now, if anybody has been kind of, I suppose even mainland Europe, you know that there are Sephora and all this kind of stuff that we don't get here in the UK or Scotland, but you also find a shop called Douglas. Now, I noticed in Bratislava that there didn't seem to be a Sephora in the particular shopping mall that we went to, but there was a Douglas. So I thought I would have a wee look in there. Douglas is very, very similar to that of Sephora or any of your bigger department stores in Scotland or the UK. A lot of the things that were in Douglas I'd seen in other places, and I wasn't willing to spend money on things that I thought, well, I can get that back home. There's just no point. So I also done a little mini haul in their kind of drugstore, their kind of chemist area, like a super drug type thing. So that is also included in this haul. So I'm just going to get straight into it. Starting with the things that I got from Douglas itself, I picked up two of these masks. One is a bubble mask, and there's two steps to it apparently. So it's called Double Dare, oh my god. 2-in-1 kit, detox bubbling microfiber mask. So step 1, apply microfiber mask, wait 15-20 minutes and allow skin to absorb nutrients. Remove mask, gently massage excess serum into your skin. Oh, that's the second step, because I'm reading it back front. So step 1, apply detox bubbling mask on the face with or without makeup. Why would you do it with makeup? The mask will generate small bubbles which removes dead skin while detoxifying and cleansing. Leave on for 1 to 3 minutes. Remove mask by gently wiping off any excess. And then step 2 is the microfiber mask, which basically is just a sheet mask. And you're to leave that on for 15 to 20 minutes and then basically massage in the excess serum. So it's kind of like two masks in one, and one is a bubble mask and one is a sheet mask, and you're to use them one after the other. So I thought that looked quite cool. I may or may not make a video on a bubble mask. There's loads of videos on bubble masks now. We've seen it all before. The second one that I got, purely I picked up because I thought, I'm sure I've seen like celebrities and all that talking about gold face masks ages ago, and I just thought, wow, that looks quite interesting. It's a 24 karat gold eye patch and face and neck peel off mask and a moisture finishing cream. So there's 3 steps to this one, and it comes with a set of the gold eye patches and then a peel off mask, and I bet you that's just yellow, I bet you that's not gold. I can't remember how much these cost. Obviously it was bought a while ago, and I would have to go into the Douglas website and find them, and that would just be far too much hassle, so I'm really sorry about that. The last mask that I picked up was a hydrogel mask with hyaluronic acid and coenzyme Q10, and I think this feels lovely. I quite like those hydrogel masks as opposed to a sheet mask. They're quite good. And again, just kind of, oh, it comes in 2 bits I think, for upper part and then for lower part. Yes, gently set on mouth. So how long do you wear this one? 15 to 20 minutes. So I think this is like one of these ones that's half your face and then you put half on and half off. Hopefully it will fit my massive face. But I'm quite eager. I quite like these kind of things, hydrogel masks, for if you're going out somewhere in the evening or what have you. So that looks quite interesting. I then picked up this, I think I picked up this like in that wee section, but not only because it's in the wee section going to the till, but also because it was reduced. And this is from the Douglas brand itself. So I just thought that might be quite nice for kind of overnight, or you know, I really like hydrating masks, so for travel even I might keep that one for whenever I go away somewhere. So from Douglas itself, as I say, it's one of these places where you can buy all the top high-end makeup, like designer makeup, like, you know, Dior, Chanel, you can buy all that stuff. Anastasia Baby Hills? No. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Too Faced, Urban Decay, all that. I think everything bar MAC I've seen in Douglas. It's exactly like a Sephora, but I didn't want to pick any of that stuff up because I can pick that up here. I can pick it up no problem. I can go into Deborah's, I can go to Fraser's, I can go anywhere and pick up these things. And I thought, what is the point? Like, I'm in a foreign country, I want to pick up some things that are unattainable to me, so why bother buying them? So I only picked up 2 products from Douglas, and one is a blush in Water Lily. Is it a cream blush? It's a creamy like powder blush. So that's what kind of intrigued me about it. So I thought I would pick up this, and we'll just take, oh, it's got this plastic shit around it. Again, Douglas's own brand stuff, you could make up palettes. There was loads of palettes and all that kind of stuff, and I thought, I'm not buying a whole palette of blush. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't need that much makeup. But I thought I would pick this one up. It's quite fair, but I thought it was just a really nice kind of pink flush. And it is, when I put my finger in it, it is like cream. Like, that's very strange. And then it turns into powder on the back of your hand. So I thought that was quite interesting. It's just like a flushy pink colour. I like those kind of colours. I would say it's erring on the side of a peach, but I quite like that. I think that's really nice. What an odd consistency though. Wait, I'll try and... I don't know if you can see, it's a really odd consistency. It is like a cream when you touch it, but it's most definitely a powder. Interesting. The second thing I picked up was this Soft Matte Effect lipstick. It's kind of like a lipstick pen. Hold on. Ugh, I hate this stuff. Everybody hates this stuff. Why do they still use it? Is it not really bad for the environment? Anything plastic? Brr. Yep, so it's one of these sponge tipped style ones. It actually says on the lid that you should shake it before you click it. So let's shake it up first. And then click. How many people do this in videos and it never comes? Then you're like, oh, I've got a duffer. Oh, no, here it comes. Now, I quite like these sponge tipped applicators. My Lancome matte shaker that has a sponge tip, I really like that. And I really like the NYX Powder Puff Lippies. So that's why I kind of thought I might pick this up. The Powder Puff Lippie that I've got is most definitely more of a nude pink. So I picked this one up in Private Pink, thinking this might be a little bit darker. Oh, wait a minute. It's came out like an oil. I don't think it's meant to do that. So it's came out quite sheer, like an oil. I'm not entirely sure that's what that's supposed to be like. Shall we try it on? I've only got balm on. Hold on. So it's meant to be a matte lipstick, but I'm looking at that thinking, how's that gonna work? I'm gonna squeeze up more. That just looks like an oil. How is that? Oh, wait. It was maybe just not quite. It's really quite a light pink. See, when I'm looking at it in my mirror, it's much lighter, like borderlining on a bit of a candy Barbie pink. It's quite comfortable. I think that's obviously because it does have some sort of oil base to it. But I can feel it getting a little bit more matte on my lip as I'm speaking. It's certainly sheerer than I thought it would be, but I don't hate it. I think that it's probably very wearable for summer, spring. It's certainly a colour I like. Did I need it now that I see it? Probably not, because I've got other things that are quite similar. In saying that, it's very comfortable. I don't think it looks that much different to Best Buds from the NYX one though. I expected this to be much more opaque, like dark. I expected it to be more like a lipstick, and it's more like a kind of oil situation rather than a liquid lipstick. We shall see. I'll wear it throughout this video and see how we get on. I'll tell you if it's like dried out to buggery or not. Oh, I do have the receipt for this. Hold on, I'll tell you how much they were. Not in pounds, I'm afraid, because, well, I can't work out what the exchange rate is in my mind. But Wait a minute, mask, 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 makeup, makeup, blush. So I picked up another one of these. I didn't actually realise they were till I went back into the bag. And this is in Pink Cocoon. But this is certainly much, this to me looks more of a brown red. But we'll try this one on. Gonna make sure I shake this one right this time. Because the amount of oil that came out the last one probably means it'll be dead dried out. Okay, this one's filled up all around the sides, but not on the top. Oh, this has been a nightmare. Right, hold on. Hold the boat. Okay, first things first. This one is coming off much more like a lipstick and less like an oil. So maybe I just hadn't shook up the other one as good. Oh, I quite like this colour. I wouldn't say it's pink. Pink Cocoon. Did I pick up the right one? It is all over my teeth. So this one is much darker, and I would actually say it is much more of a, maybe it looks a little bit orangey on the camera, but it's more that classic 90s supermodel brownie colour. Red brown. It's not pink. There's nothing in the slightest about it that's pink, but it's called Pink Cocoon. And this one feels much more like a liquid lipstick. And saying that, I really, really like the colour of this one. I think this is really quite nice. I would certainly wear this. I will wear this one to the end of the video, I promise you. And I'll let you know what it's like for drying. It's comfortable just now, but I think it's got the tendency that it might go into the very dry butthole situation. So these are €12.90 each, which I will do a quick doodah into just how much that is in pounds. Probably exactly the same nowadays. So that's $10.99 in our cash. So $10.99, that's quite expensive. I do really like this colour though. The more that I look at it in my little viewfinder, I think that's quite nice. The pink one, I think maybe I just need to give it more of a shake. I'll see how I go with that, but this one I really quite like. Okay, so that's all I picked up from Douglas, because as I say, you know, it's all stuff that I can get over here. But I went to a little kind of Superdrug place when I was there, and I picked up a few really interesting bits. I seen while I was there that they had Catrice, which is certainly a brand I've heard of but never physically seen in Scotland or the UK. And they had Essence, which I think if anybody has a Wilko, Essence is in Wilko, isn't it? But I don't have a Wilko near me. I think the nearest one is like down in Ayr somewhere. It's really weird. I don't think there's any in actual Glasgow. But I think Essence is probably a pretty good brand. It gets a lot of chat from people saying, you know, it's a very, very cheap and cheerful brand, but actually the stuff that they make is very good. So I got a couple of bits from them, and I got a couple of bits from a brand called Trend, I think, and a couple of bits from a brand called Alverde. So we shall see. From Essence, I picked up the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. So I now have 3 mascaras because I just got a couple of my latest in beauty box as well. It's a very small wand actually, and very dry by the feeling of it, so it will be quite an interesting one to use. This is it here. I've heard a lot about Essence mascaras though. I've heard that they're very good, so it will be interesting to see. Fibre releasing extension brush. I wonder if it's got those little you know, the white fibre stuff you get. I wonder if it's got that in them. We'll see. I then picked up 2 single eyeshadows from Essence because I kind of swatched these in store and I thought they looked lovely. So this one is probably, do they have colours? Zinc About You, this one is called. And this one is called Copper Me, which, you know, I love a copper eyeshadow. Zinc About You and Copper Me. These look lovely. So, just give you, and they're so soft, like so soft. It just like melted in my hand there. Look. That is beautiful. Oh my, obviously I swatched these in store, but it's like over a month ago and I don't even remember. And then the Zinc one is much more of a taupe colour. Oh my word. Look at them. And for all, I can't tell you the exact price, they were €3 something, you know, on the list of things, €3 something. They weren't a lot of money. So if you do have a Wilko near you and they stock Essence, go and see if they've got them. Oh my goodness grief, they're gorgeous. Look at them. The copper one is beautiful. It's not even doing it justice on the back of my hand there. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm excited to play about with those. I then picked up 2 items from a brand called Trend It Up. Proper like old school, I feel like, palette. I feel like these were about late 90s, early 2000s, and I'm sure everybody used to speak about, was it Wet n Wild or CoverGirl and all that, kind of came in these little like clear plastic palettes way before palettes were a big thing. But I thought the shade range in this was really quite nice. Very similar, in fact, to the Naked palette. I think maybe a little bit darker than the Naked palette, but there's the dog. Maybe a little bit darker than the Naked palette, but I think this looks lovely given if the eyeshadows work nicely. So that's them there. I think it is very similar to the Naked palette actually. So we've got this kind of white one, and there is a little bit more shimmer than the Naked palette. Obviously the Naked palette is all mattes, but not bad at all, and again under €5. That's them there. So that's actually not too bad. The shimmer's quite nice, and the mattes are very soft. I think that's a really good little dupe for the Naked palette. Although it's not as orangey, I think it's quite similar to the Naked Heat Petite. The next thing that I picked up from the Trend It Up brand was a cream eyeshadow, because you know I love a cream eyeshadow, and this one is in not English, 020. I don't know what it says underneath it, but I thought it looked very moussey, and I've just like swatched it there to show you, but I just thought this looks right up my street. Wow, it is very moussey, but that's lovely. So that's it on the back of my hand there, and I think that's really quite nice. Just for an all over kind of smoosh onto the lid, that's really nice. Excited to try that. And lastly, I picked up 2 kind of lip crayon situations, a bit like the Revlon lip crayons or Clinique, what are they called? Chubby sticks. I can remember there. A Clinique chuggy stick? No. Chubby stick. Right, okay, so these are from Alverde, and they're a natural, I did notice this when I picked this up, these were a natural cosmetic brand. They certainly appeared to be, you know, vegan, no animal testing, etc. It was all about being organic and all this kind of stuff. But I just really liked the 2 colours of these, so I picked one up. What is this? Has this got a colour? Probably not. It will probably not be in English. Oh, they do say vegan on it, so I was right. Yep, okay, good. Bugger, there's no actual shade name or number. I was hoping there was at least a... Oh, here it... Duh. So this one is in Rosewood Smile, and it is most definitely more of a kind of brown colour. Now, it's much more kind of brown than I initially thought. I thought it might be, with the name Rosewood, it would be a little bit pinky, but actually I really quite like that brown colour. It's quite nice. So that's the first one, and they're very just like quick. They're probably a bit like the NARS lip crayons as well, very quick on the lip. I'm not going to take this off though to try that, so bear with me. Oh no! The second one's like all the way out the tube and it's got all smooshed at the top. Nee. Pushed back in. That'll be fine. Second one is called Tender Taupe. So this one is much more of a taupe colour. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to like this one. So this one here, Tender Taupe, is much more purpley. As you can see, the top of it's got a bit smooshed. But that's going to make me look dead. I can tell you right now, that's going to make me look like a dead person. But I have a friend who absolutely adores colours that make you look a little bit dead like that. So I will probably pass this on to her so it won't go wasted. Okay, so that's us. That was my little mini Bratislava European haul from Douglas and a couple of drugstores. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. I hope that if there is anybody watching in Europe that was kind of useful to you. If you know anything about brands in Europe that I have maybe said the wrong thing here or it's not quite right, then please inform me below if it's not been correct. Let me know if there is anything else you would like to see. Obviously I can't just jump over to Europe and get some bits and bobs, but if you are in Europe watching and there was anything you'd like to see here that maybe you can't get your hands on over there, just give me a shout down below, that would be lovely. If you're someone returning to watch, then thank you very much for doing so, I really appreciate it. And again, please put little links below to maybe you want to see me try out some of these things to do a look or what have you. This at the moment, now that I've left it on, is not dried out. It definitely feels like I've got a heavy lipstick on, but it doesn't feel like it's dried out. I imagine it could go that way through the day, but it feels quite a thick, heavy liquid lip, but it's comfortable. I think what will happen is the borders here will end up being much more defined. Like, I can imagine that becoming an issue because I can feel it on the inside of my lip at the moment. But in saying that, I am loving this colour. And I've got kind of all over the lid mustard eyeshadow on today and I really like that. So, we'll see, we'll see. Not entirely sure it was worth £10.99, but I will use it, it's okay. And if you'd like to see me try out any of the bubble masks, then again, give me a little shout out below. You can follow me over on Instagram and or Twitter. Did you see what happened yesterday? So when I'm filming this, Instagram was down yesterday, which is fine. Like, actually, I didn't notice till maybe like 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock yesterday evening. And then I noticed that everybody was losing their minds about it. And I'm like, just goes to show you that what would happen? What would happen if we just didn't have the internet anymore? I really worry about the youngsters because it's okay, because like, okay, it would cause some real issues now that we're so reliant on the internet, but equally I have functioned without it in my life, so I feel like I would probably be okay despite really loving having social media and things like that. But people lost their shit, absolutely lost their shit. So you can go follow me over on Instagram if it's working, and you can follow me over on Twitter as well. That seemed to be okay yesterday. And I really hope you join me again soon, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.